Hello, everyone, and welcome to OurVentura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Mary Maranville. She is the founder and CEO of Students for Eco, Education, and Agriculture, also known as SEEAG. Thank you so much, Mary. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to always speak to you.
Good, terrific. We want to hear all about all the good things that you're doing with SEEAG. And of course, we know that we have a big event coming up called the Ventura County Farm Day. So we want to find out when it takes place and what it's all about.
Well, this year marks our 9th annual Farm Day. We're very proud of that. We started Farm Day in 2013, and this year it's Saturday, November 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Great. We want to find out a little bit more about it. And so let's start off with the theme for the Farm Day. Tell us about that.
This year's theme is called Meet the Hands That Feed You. And just to tell you a little bit of the inspiration behind the theme, is I think last year in 2020, we heard the phrase essential workers. And we learned very, very quickly, us mere mortals, who were the essential workers and who were not. And farmers and farm workers were considered essential. And so we thought of making the theme Meet the Essential Hands That Feed You, but we thought that was a little too long. So we want people to really, it's a call to action to meet the hands that feed you in your own backyard.
And I want to just touch on one fact that I read about when I was reading the notes about all that's going on with SEEAG, that when food comes to your table, especially farm food, let's just touch on this real briefly. Strawberries, for instance, it takes more than 100 people to get those strawberries from farm to table. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yes, one of my growers up in Santa Maria who participates in Santa Barbara County Farm Day, we had a meeting and we were just throwing out ideas to each other. And the idea came up, why don't we count the amount of hands and workers that it takes to produce strawberries and to distribute them from our farm to your table? And I said, that's a great idea, because this particular grower knew it was going to be a lot. They just didn't know how many, and they were surprised that it takes 500 workers, 1,000 hands to produce strawberries from the beginning process in soil all the way to the grocery store and to your table.
It makes you appreciate it so much more.
Right, 1,000 hands. And isn't that incredible? So I think it makes us appreciate a little bit more the amount of work and time and energy that goes into the food supply chain. I know I do.
I certainly did. And that's why I brought it up, because I was very intrigued to hear that. I had no idea. And so now it's such an amount of appreciation I have now for farm to table food, because you never know how much work is behind what you purchase at the grocery store. So it's nice to hear that.
Right. And all food is farm to table. I know that there's different definitions. There's a local definition. It has to be within 100 miles or 50 miles from your home. But all food is farm to table. And the other thing I think in counting all these hands is I think that there should be an appreciation. Sometimes we're in the grocery store and why are these strawberries $3? And then when you hear all the hands that goes into that, then you have a new appreciation for why our food costs what it does. But our food in the United States is still the least expensive of anywhere in the world.
So let's talk a little bit about Farm Day now, because it is a great event coming up for children, families, adults. Everybody can enjoy this event. And I want you to talk a little bit more about it. How many farms can you see during Farm Day?
This year, the farms are still registering.
Okay,
Right now, we have 10. We're hoping for
good.
20.
Okay,
Growers are signing up every single day. We have a brand new farm trail map. If you go to VenturaCountyFarmDay.com,
okay.
we have a very interactive trail map where you can pick your itinerary, and then
Mhm.
it connects you to Google, and it even gives you directions from one farm to the other. So we're hoping for at least 20 growers, row crop, orchard, conventional, organic. We even new this year, we have a bee farm, a bee Blue Ridge Honey is participating.
Good.
So you're going to see every different facet of agriculture.
So can you mention some of the farms that are already signed up, if you'd like to mention them by name?
Sure. Alpacas at Windy Hill. I'm going to go in
Okay,
alphabetical order.
okay.
Blue Ridge Honey, I just mentioned.
Mhm.
Driscoll's,
Yeah,
Earth Trine, Good Farms. I don't know if you want me to still keep going.
okay,
Oxnard Farm Park and Petty Ranch and a few more.
terrific. Um, are there any new farms that are going to be coming in this year that weren't participating before, or is this, um,
We're hoping we're still working on that. Like I said, Blue
okay,
Ridge Honey is brand new this year.
okay,
But one of the most proud things I'm most proud about is
mhm,
that the growers, they see the benefits of interacting with their end consumer, and they sign up year after year after year. So we don't have too many new ones, but the ones that we have are very
mhm.
committed and long-term partners.
So not all the sites that you can see are actually farms. There are other sites too.
Yes, for instance, Herrick, which is the University of California Hanson Agriculture Research and Extension Center,
Okay,
they're not what you'd classify as uh, they are a working farm, but they're not like Good Farms or
okay,
Driscoll's or Ryder and Oxnard, but they're a research farm, they're an educational farm, and they're participating.
terrific. And who exactly is putting on the farm day?
We are, what my day job is to be the CEO of a youth agricultural education
Right.
nonprofit. We educate third grade students about the farm origins of their food. And
Okay.
that's what we do 5 days a week, every day. We see about 8,000 students a year. So
Hmm.
that's our main part of our main mission. And in teaching all those students, that's when we realize we also need to teach their parents and the
Yes.
adults about where their food comes from. So that's the inspiration behind Farm Day.
Very good. So this is the ninth annual Ventura County Farm Day. So how did you actually come up with the whole idea? I know this was something that you put together. So I'm just wondering how that all came together.
Well, a few things. It mainly was when I was educating the kids on field trips,
Hmm.
their parents participated as chaperones. We'd have sometimes 20 to 30 parents attend a field trip.
Okay.
And after each lesson plan with the kids, the parents would come up to me and say, "Is that true? And I've lived here my whole life and had never been to a farm." Or they would just ask me questions that I thought were
Hmm.
common knowledge or that people should really know. So I approached 10 different growers and said, I think we need to not only educate students and children about where their food comes from, but
Sure.
how about we all come together for this main purpose, this main goal to educate adults? And every grower that I approached said yes. And I knew that we were on to something.
It
And
was. It was a great idea to inform the whole community about, all that they put together for all of us. I think it's such an important thing. And this is a great way to enjoy a day with your family too. Very
it
enjoyable.
really is. There's activities for children.
Hmm.
There's tours that grandparents, parents, and children will appreciate. There's produce giveaways. Who doesn't want to go to a farm and taste test fresh berries that were just picked that morning or the day before. I mean, there's something for everyone.
Very good. So do people need to pre-register to visit the farms, and how does it work, and how do you get tickets? Let's talk some of that information now.
Because the generous support of our sponsors, we are able to provide this event for free. So
That's
it's
great.
free of charge.
Okay.
But some of the locations do require pre-registration, not all.
Okay.
A few do, like University of California, Hanson, I talked about, they do require pre-registration.
Okay.
And you can find that information when you go onto the website. And the pre-registration is very simple. It's just your name and what time, and it's pretty easy. But you can pick and plan your own itinerary. If you want to start farm day and get out there right when it starts at 10 a.m., you can. Or if you want to go out at 1 o'clock and visit just one farm or two farms, you can do that too. It's really up to the family or the individual.
Okay. So let's state again when the event takes place.
It's Saturday, November 6th. It's the first day. You have to put a sweater on usually. And
Okay.
it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's free for the whole family.
Very good. And could you share the website and any contact information? Should somebody want to get additional information, they'll be able to.
Yes, the website is VenturaCountyFarmDay.com.
Okay.
You can email us at info@VenturaCountyFarmDay.com or info@SEEAG.org.
Very good. Well, we look forward to getting out there and seeing everything that's taking place at the event. We want to encourage people to come out and visit, take the whole family. It's a great day to spend. And we wish you all the best with many that will be coming in the future as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mary. Mary Maranville, from CEO of SEEAG. Everybody come out and enjoy the event on November 6th. It is such a pleasure to talk with you, and hopefully everybody will have a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again.